LeBron. And it's 6 points for Iman Shumpert.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And the shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Timeout called. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated. They'll hydrate for the first time in Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Barnes passes to Ezeli. Some nice passing by Golden State. And the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 1.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And a wide open look for Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep up.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Warriors, 4th.
Well, you talk about teams that had a great defense last year. You got to mention these guys. I mean, they were great at finding ways to come up with the ball. Deflections, loose balls, and steals.
Barnes against Thompson. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 5.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? Sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason. Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Fires from deep. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 7-point Cavalier lead.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket. With that setup.
Here's Livingston. It's deflected. Outside Irving. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 37.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
James, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Thompson in the corner. Baseline jumper. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Off target. And that does it for the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
The fourth quarter
Cavaliers.
just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Cavaliers leading by 9.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Cavaliers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The team wasn't 100% on board with the firings of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Thompson are up front. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Smith in its small forward. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did, and people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
It's Curry with the drive and the rejection by LeBron. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
From Kyrie Irving. Warriors call a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Your Cavaliers.
LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Curry against Irving. Now here's Spates. He's tightly guarded, and he gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't, they paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verjau's checked in. Here's Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Picked by Verjau. Here's Thompson. Spates with the block. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Verjau. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. Bogut with a screen on Irving. Iguodala right side. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for LeBron.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Curry dishes to Bogut. He feeds it to Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh?
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
The drive by Love. Shumpert with it. Curry meets him. But they'll get another chance. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And on the way from Irving for three. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Iguodala with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Curry. Bogut kicks to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Back to Bogut. And he drops it in from the low post. Now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Curry passes to Bogut. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Love dishes to Irving. And that time, also a missed shot.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Here's Shumpert. Can't get it to go.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward. Got something. In a close game, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
12 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Iguodala to take the lead.